Hi ladies. Okay, so for today's tutorial, this is by far one of the funnest methods to apply this makeup with. It's called the Cheetah HAC. And if you're new to this makeup, or maybe you're just unsure about how much product you're picking up with the brushes, things like that, this is a really great place for you to start. And it's gonna look a little crazy because I'm going to be applying everything with my finger and then blending it out with one of our brushes. So I'm just gonna hop right to it. I'm gonna show you this. It's gonna look crazy, but just trust me, it's gonna all come together. So, like I said, this is called the Cheetah HAC, and you're gonna begin to see when I start to place the makeup all over my face why it's called the Cheetah HAC. So, I'm gonna start with my contour. So, my contour shade is right here called Astoria, and I'm just taking and grabbing it with my finger, okay? So, once I get it on my finger, I'm just going to just make these like little dots on my face where my contour goes. So I'm literally like right on my cheekbone, maybe just a little bit under it, which is fine. And I'm just kind of stamping. It's like finger painting for adults. I promise you, sorry, this little hair keeps getting in my way. I promise you, if you can finger paint, which my goodness, we all can, right? Then you can do this makeup. So I'm just, like I said, just placing it all over my face where it goes. Can do the jawline here too. Just like this, okay? So the contour is in its place. The next thing is gonna be my main foundation shade. So my main foundation shade that I've been using is Amber right here. So once again, I'm still taking my finger and I'm picking up my foundation shade and I'm just dotting it where my foundation shade is gonna go. So you can see why it's called the Cheetah HAC, because I kind of have all these spots, right? Like a cheetah does. And I have seen so many different people do this Cheetah HAC and it always turns out beautiful. So even if you feel like, yeah, this looks crazy, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, just trust the process. It's going to come together and look great. I'm even gonna just do like one little swipe on my lids because I always prime my eyelids with my foundation shade. Okay, so I'm looking extra crazy, right? So next is gonna be my brightener shade. So if you want that little pop of brightness to just open up the face, maybe make you look really well rested, that kind of thing, then this brightener shade is going to work wonders. So my brightener shade is right here called Linen, still using my finger, and I'm just popping that still in that kind of triangle shape under my eyes. It does not have to be super perfect, you guys. It's okay. That's the beauty of cream, is it's so easy to manipulate and move around and get it where you want it to go. Like, it's just crazy, okay? So once you get this on, then we're going to blend it out. If you wanted to go ahead and put your blush color on, you could totally do that. But personally, when I do my Cheetah HAC, I feel like the most important parts are really the foundation shade and the contour. So I like to go ahead and blend. So this is the blush bronzer brush. Love this brush. It is one of my absolute favorites. I like to blend everything out with this smaller end right here. So we're gonna start with the foundation shades, and you're just going to take the brush and start to buff. I like to do the circles because that just really helps everything blend. And as this cream has been sitting on your face and just getting acclimated to your skin temperature, it's also kind of warming it up, which makes it even easier to blend out. So I'm literally just taking the brush, blending it all out, and you I'm sure you're just sitting there and your mouth is just hitting the floor because you're seeing what I'm talking about. It's all coming together. I mean, look at that. And it's honestly just ridiculously easy. Okay, so just start to blend all this out. We're not touching any of the contour parts yet. So we're just really focusing where the brightener shade is, where your main foundation shade is. Don't forget the eyelids, almost forgot this one. And just blending it all out. Okay, then we're gonna get to the contour. So I'm gonna do my jawline first because I usually forget that I have it there. So I'm just gonna blend that out and down my neck, okay? So now that that's blended, we're gonna go to my cheekbones. So what I like to do is kind of pinch the brush and I will kind of buff and flick it towards the top of my, what's the word I'm looking for? My forehead, because I want my contour to really lift and sculpt, and I don't want to pull it down too much. So I take my contour and I just blend it upwards like that. And then here with the contour on the forehead, I just kind of blend it out and back towards my hairline. Okay, does not get any easier than that, okay? Next step is bronzer. So bronzer, just taking with the big fluffy side, picking up some of my bronzer, just like that. I'm just adding a little bit, starting over the eyebrows. I kind of buff it into my temple just to give me a little bit of warmth. Nothing crazy. Same thing over here. You could do a little bit on your nose if you wanted to, and then I always do my neck. So do not forget the neck. Most of us have necks that just don't get that kind of warmth and sunlight. So bringing that bronzer down on the neck is super, super key. All right, so I've got a couple of blemishes right there. It looks like my contour got a little bit low right there, but check this out. This is a really, really cool trick because it's bound to happen. Nobody's perfect. There's gonna be times where you might get your contour and it's a little too low. Easy, easy fix. Take that same smaller end, grab a little bit of your contour shade, your foundation shade, and you're just going to just draw a line right where you want your contour to stop and just lift it right on up. Then you've lifted it, it's not too low, everything's good, okay? So the next part is gonna be your lip and cheek color. So still using this smaller end, grab your lip and cheek color, whichever one you've got, whatever you are loving at the moment, it's totally fine. I'm gonna use Cindy right here. Just grabbing just a little bit of Cindy and popping it right there on my cheekbone, just blending it back towards my temple. Look how that just gives the prettiest little pop of pink. Same thing over here. Popping it on, blend it back towards the temple. Okay. Then you can take your finger and apply some on your lips. Okay. Just like this. And I like to actually mix this with nude because I like more of a neutral pink. So mixing colors is super fun too. And you can just custom create a color that's like unique to you that you really, really love. And then for the final step, it's gonna be our Illuminator, which is just like the icing on the cake. So I'm gonna use Rose Gold right here. We also have the powder ones that are a little bit stronger as far as like the shimmer goes. But I'm just gonna pat it right here at the top of my cheekbone. You can see how it's just giving me that subtle glow when I turn my cheek, how it catches the light. And then I like to do down the center of my nose also, just for a little bit of luminosity. and right here on my Cupid's bow. Just like that. And that's it, you guys. Face is done. You can fill in your brows, do an eyeshadow look if you want to, or if you just want to call it a day after this, fill in the brows, and you're all set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Cheetah hack, and just let me know if you have any questions.